What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video and welcome to my trophy list review series. In this series you submit your trophy list for review and it faces the scrutiny of this guy of PlatinumBro. I take a look at the games you've been playing and the trophies you've been earning and I just judge you and your entire gaming life. I have no qualifications and no right to really be doing this, but I'm doing it anyway because we all know that approval from your peers is all that matters on social media, right? And on that, don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay guys, so here we have the trophy list for today. Today we are looking at a Baby It's a Boy, who is a patron of mine, so thank you very much for that. Every time I read this name, I always read it as a boy, it's a baby. And every time I read it, my brain just goes into a total brain fart. And here we are. And every time I have to read a thank you on Patreon or anything like that, or whenever I read a Discord message from this guy, I'm always like, I say it wrong every time. Do you know how many times I've had to edit videos because of saying this name right? Do you know how many times I've had to edit this video because I've been saying these things wrong? A lot. Yeah. Anyway, his description is, ain't nothing like me except me. We're all unique. I feel you on that one. 106 platinum trophies, 856 gold trophies, 1,800 silvers and so many thousand bronzes, 8,700 total trophies, and we're seeing a Lego Incredibles on display here. So that's either his most recent game or a game he's chose to have. Now let's have a look see at his stataroonies. So, world rank 22,000. Country rank 5,000 in the US. Now it's not necessarily bad because the US is one big ass place. A completion of 36%. Now that is a little bit on the lower end. That's probably one of the lower trophy completion percentages we've actually seen for quite some time. 15,000 unearned trophies, and that is like making my skin crawl. Bro, come on, you gotta clean that up. You gotta at least get under 15,000. That 9 is just like making me wanna have like some sort of fit.
Oh man. Oh god. Oh man. Oh god. Oh man. Oh god. Oh man.
But never mind. Trophies, 1.98 trophies per day. That's not too bad, to be fair. Now, on my last video, which I'm going to start doing a bit more, is I want to look at the stats before we actually dig deep into the games we've been playing. Okay, so I'm seeing 670 games total played, an average trophy rarity of 57%. Now that's pretty good. As I said in a previous video, you know, 70% or higher is you're playing a lot of easy games. You know, just so you, for reference, this guy's got like 75% trophy rarity. That is the rarity of all of your trophies across all of the board. 57%, so you know, there's not that many disgracefully easy, shockingly easy games on there by the looks of it so far. We've been gaming since, oh Nelly, we've been on this account since August 2009, so this account is like pretty much 12 years old at this point. That is pretty insane, and that's kind of probably why the completion is so low. And looking at it now, you definitely got into trophy hunting quite a lot at the end, or midway 2019, 2 years ago. So you know, before that we were seeing just like, you know, anywhere from like 5 trophies a month to maybe up to 36, but then boom, September 2019 came around, out of nowhere, Archeo, Randy Orton, 245 trophies, and then kind of on there, we've seen a big jump in the amount of trophy you've been collecting, so that must be when the trophy hunting took over and began. Okay, so as I like to do on these pro reviews, is that we like to look at it in alphabetical order, and we're seeing hashtag kill all zombies, not done. There's a lot of games on here, 670 games. I think I'm going to just have to look at the plats, because I can't talk about every game, because we'll be here for like 92 minutes. I ain't got time for that. 112 seed, easy plat. That was done in August of last year. 36 fragments of midnight. I tell you guys, that's the trophy that we see first, that we can know straight away that that person is a trophy hunter, and they've plunged into the deep darkness of easy games. We've all been there, or maybe not all of us have been there. Us weak-willed trophy hunters have been there, bro. I share your pain. We then got Plague Tale and Way Out, Access Denied, which is like a little easy sort of like little mini game. Pretty good for the Vita, I have to say. Alice Madness Returns, and that game was deceptively hard if I remember correctly. You got a lot of fighting, a lot of difficulties. We've seen a lot of games unfinished, which is going to be the case. You've only finished up about 100 of your 670 games. Astro's Playroom, you know, you gotta love that game. If you got a PS5, you are definitely gotta play that game. It is unbelievable. Now, a lot of unfinished games here. We're seeing all the Batman games unfinished. What a shame. They're tough. They are tough, but they're not that hard. They're like a 6 out of 10. Takes effort, takes a bit of skill mastery. A lot of unfinished games, some good games. Bloodborne started only like a couple of days ago, to be fair. I'm recording this on the 18th of September. So this was only 5 days ago, so maybe, hopefully you are getting stuck in Bloodborne because it's one hell of an awesome game. Everybody should play it. We then got Blue Fire. Never heard of that game, ever. Ever. Load of Borderlands games which have been started, none of them finished, which is a big old shame. Big old shame. And then Lord of Shadows 2, all started. Now I'm getting the impression there's a lot of walking away from games. You know, this game wasn't for me, I ain't got time for this. I respect that strength to walk away from games. You value your time clearly more than this guy does. This guy has no perception or value of how much my time should be. Apparently, I can buy a game for £20, and if it's a 50-hour, 100-hour platinum and it's garbage, I'll still platinum it. Who's the real loser here? I think we all know.
You dork. Go back to the chess club. Who's laughing now? Yes, I was in the chess club.
We then got Crash Bandicoot started. Not finished. I feel your pain on that one, bro. I ain't got time for it either. Crash Team Racing. Now, this game has come up in my Discord of late because people have been using it as their 8 out of 10 difficulty game. A lot of the people have, or a few have anyway, and it's definitely highlights that this game is, not only is it a Crash game, so it's really hard, the actual racing is disgustingly hard as well, so I'm not surprised you left that one, to be honest, matey. We then got some easy games in Cyberian, the Time Traveling Warrior, and that game is super easy, and it took you 3.5 hours to finish, and 41 minutes. I'll have you know that back in the day, PlatinumBro did that in about 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Then got Daggerhood, the only good Platinum Trophy game I've pretty much ever played, I have to say. That is Inferno done. Bravo. I actually heard that wasn't too hard of a game, as of late anyway. But looking at this now, I'm seeing Dark Souls done. Not done. Dark Souls started, not done. I'm seeing Dark Souls 1 on the PlayStation 3 done. I love that game. It's such an old school game, you know, kind of thing God of War on the PlayStation 2 meets like a little bit of platforming, a little bit of puzzling, and a little bit of like biblical story. It's got a bit of everything for us, a bit of something for everybody, and most people will enjoy it. Darksiders Genesis, I just did a review on this, guys, and I have to say, I didn't enjoy it that much, just because it becomes bland pretty darn quick, and there's not a lot of depth to the character, the combat, or the story. I felt like it was made in a considerably lesser budget than Darksiders Genesis, Darksiders 1, and it's a crying shame. I feel like that game, some people loved it, but for me, I feel like it's just a really big step back for Darksiders, to be honest. Platinum and Days Gone, bravo, my friend. Do the challenges, man. I dare you. I dare you. Dead Cells started. It's a tough one. A very tough one. I actually watched a video of the completionist talking about his experiences with that game, and it didn't sound too hard, but it sounded like one hell of a time commitment. Then got a load of more unfinished games. I mean, you've got a good taste in games. You know, you've already seen the Bioshocks, the Dead Space. We've seen a bit of Dark Souls. We've seen a bit of Bloodborne. I've seen Demon Souls there. A few Call of Duty games scattered in and about. What's not to love, alright? There is quite a lot of games which you kind of look like you've started and kind of just thought, meh, strong pass. Then we've got Disney classic games, Aladdin and Lion King. Those are easy plats, and you've only done one trophy. I mean, I feel like, yeah, you know, having loads of easy games on your account isn't great, but having unfinished easy games is kind of the worst thing ever, so you should definitely play that game. Ghost of Tsushima done, bravo, but you've got so much DLC to catch up on, my friend. So much DLC. We're then seeing God of War done. God of War isn't the easiest platinum. I've actually included it on easy platinum lists in the past, and I've had a lot of people say, like, actually it's pretty hard because the Valkyrie Queen's pretty hard, even on easy. So yeah, it's probably like a 4 out of 10, but what a game, am I right? What a game. Then got all the other God of Wars, which you've kind of started and just surrendered on. Get PS now, get them done. You know what I mean? At least a couple of them anyway. Immortal Phoenix Rising done in 2 weeks now. Again, open world game by Ubisoft. Got a lot of praise by a lot of different people. Kind of like Breath of the Wild. Purely just off the art design. Whether or not I will play it remains to be seen, because Ubisoft kind of just, nah. You know, if you know me, you know, nah. And then seeing Infamous 1, 2, and Second Son all done. Bravo, my friend. Bravo. Pretty good games, I have to say. And you did them quite some time ago. 10 years since you did Infamous 1 and 2. Taking me back to when I was but 16 or 17. I was just playing Skyrim at that point. Just non-stop, pretty much. League of Evil, I hated this goddamn game. This was supposed to be like an easy platinum. You did it in 3 hours. I suck at platformers, I really do. And from this, I just kind of, it was like, I felt like it was like a Super Meat Boy but easier, and I was doing the same levels over and over and over again. It tells you how many times, I'm sure it tells you how many times you're on each level for as well, and I'm sure some levels took me over 200 attempts to do. I almost lost my mind, to be honest. Some Lego games, quite a few Lego games. We've got Superheroes, Jurassic World, Harry Potter, only 5 and 7. Batman, DC Superheroes, okay. Lego Lord of the Rings, Lego Incredibles, Little Adventure on the Prairie is a walk-in 2 or 3 minute planner. Maybe 10 minutes. It took you 5 hours, dude. I mean, I know it sucks, so that's probably why. What games have you started yet? You've played Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 back in 2009. Oh shit, what a game. What a game that really is. Man, I love Marvel Ultimate Alliance. If you watch the latest episode of the podcast, you know I just rave about over-the-top action co-op games. They are on the money. Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man done, Marvel Spider-Man Remastered done. I mean, you kind of auto-platted Marvel Spider-Man Remastered, so do I take back the applaud? I can't quite tell.
You what?
But anyway, I'll give credit where credit's due for Marvel Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4. Bravo. 50-hour plat, you got to kind of put the time in on that one. You haven't platinumed Miles Morales though. Why? What haven't you done? Dude, what haven't you done? A guy's got to know. A bro's got to know. I bet it's New Game Plus. It's New Game Plus. And all the skills. Dude, so close. You can do the New Game Plus in like 4 hours.
In just 4 hours or less.
There's easily, I don't know, 50, 60, 70, 80 games which you could probably clean up on this list in about 100, 150 hours, which is a long time, I admit, but it would make for a nice cleaner list, I have to say. My Name is Mayo, I mean, you gotta do that. If you're a real trophy hunter, you get My Name is Mayo. Just saying it, putting it out there. You gotta do it, bro. You gotta do what you gotta do. Welcome to the club, am I right? We then got, okay, so some longer games here in Nier Automata and Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch. Quite big commitments, those Ni no Kuni's GRPG and Nier Automata. I don't know really how I'd even describe it, to be fair. It's kind of like a action RPG, fantasy. I haven't played it. If you can't tell, I haven't played it. But I want to play it. Outward. Oh, you've started Outward. Now, Outward is like this RPG, but it's kind of like the whole idea is that they say you are not the chosen one. You are just somebody trying to make your way in the world, and it's 2-player co-op. And it always really scared me because the Platinum Trophy is like disgustingly hard, and the trophies to the DLC are really glitched. So that's kind of why I haven't played it, to be honest. I actually bought it. It's actually downloaded on my account. I've just never ever played it because I keep putting it off because I don't want to spend 300 hours on a game, basically. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. I mean, I've heard it's like the easiest Platinum Trophy of any Ratchet & Clank game, but nonetheless, you haven't finished Ratchet & Clank on the PS4, dude. There's a lot of games that you just kind of like start. I mean, this is kind of clearly the type of list that we're looking at. We're looking at a fairly casual gamer list, and there ain't nothing wrong with that, guys. There ain't nothing wrong with somebody just playing some games because they love some goddamn games.
I respect that.
What else are we seeing here? Sleeping Dogs Platinum, well done. Sly Band of Thieves, Sly the Thievius Raccoonus. Not Honor Among Thieves though. They're all so goddamn easy. Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, that's not an easy one. That's got like some really annoying trophies. The trophy list ruined that game for me. The game was never great. It was like a 5 out of 10. I don't know how I feel about Sly Cooper looking back now. I do love the dude. I love the characters, and he's a big part of my childhood. But the games kind of aren't actually that good. I don't think they hold up that well today, unfortunately. They feel very kiddie. And I know they're obviously made for a younger audience, but I feel like some games, like maybe Ratchet & Clank holds up so well. If you play the PlayStation 4 game, if you play the older games, they still feel like good games. They feel like, although they're made for a younger audience, they still, anybody can play them and have fun, whereas Sly Cooper does feel, in my opinion, a little bit kiddie. What can I say? Oh, I like me some Spyro. Again, Spyro's another example. Spyro's another example of how a game that is built for kids and holds up really well today, because I feel like that's kind of, if you compare Spyro to Sly, Spyro is a much better experience. As someone who played Thieves in Time like 18 months ago and played Spyro 12 months ago, Spyro was such a better experience. Especially Spyro 3. Spyro 3 is so good. Stormboy, that was like one of the first easy platinums I got. I think it's based on a film or something. It's all a bit weird. Alright, some more easy plats. Taco Master? Don't know what that one is. Tearaway is an easy plat as well. Any other great games you've been playing? Terrorist Effect, you've started the Binding of Isaac Rebirth and retired immediately, I imagine. One trophy in and thought, nah, I ain't not playing this. This ain't for me, son. And I get that, because I would be exactly the same. I'm not even brave enough to even look at the game. If I saw a game in a game store, I would literally look at it, drop my head, and just leave the room, because I'd just be so ashamed. Seeing that alien on the front cover would just cut through my soul and be like, I know I can't platinum that game, so who am I? Am I even worth being a trophy hunter? Okay, Witcher 3, my god, one trophy, go away. What an insult! What an insult! Add a baby, it's a boy. You might as well just, I don't know, took a turn on this table. You know, you might as well have just like took a turn. Just come in and just threw this highlighter off my head, because that's insulting. Come on, man. That is the you know, when I ask for feedback, I've got to provide feedback. You know, play Witcher 3, man. Play Witcher 3. You'll have an amazing time. It's such a good game. Just do it. Any more platinums to finish off? We're on the T's now. Toy Story 3. No plat. It's a shame. Well, not really shame, but I feel like, again, it's kind of like they're easy games. You should get them done. Okay. Ending on a high. Uncharted, Thieves Among Us, and Drake's Fortune both earned the platinum. Well done, dude. Not easy games. You got to play them on Crushing, and Crushing is an absolute ball ache. I can tell you that now, because I've done them all except Uncharted 1, and great games, but very difficult. Well, not very difficult, but challenging. We then got Wolfenstein the Old Blood done, bravo, as well as We Were Here, which is like a pretty easy game. A few easy ones in terms of word search by Paugi. You then start ending the list. Yakuza 0, Yakuza Kiwami, and Yakuza Like a Dragon. Both Yakuza 0 and Yakuza Kiwami have only earned one trophy, so they really must not have been for you, which is fair enough. I can't really judge you too much for that. Okay, now looking at this list, what are my thoughts? Well, firstly, there's not a great deal of platinums on this list. It's not really a trophy on the list. You've only actually got 13 ultra rares, which you should definitely try and get some more, because ultra rares are always impressive to see. Obviously, the completion percentage isn't that high, but you know, it is what it is. I think I'm going to talk about my pie chart. What is that pie chart you may be recalling? Now, if you remember, last video, this video before, I brought up the pie chart. Now, what is the pie chart, you may be wondering? Now, the pie chart is the trophy hunting pie chart of truth. It tells us all we need to know about somebody. And what does it mean, in fact? Well, I still don't really know. Now, we have ourselves 5 different personalities, if you will, on this pie chart. And here it is. Here's the magic. Here's the money shot. So we got ourselves the PlatinumBro of pie charts. We got ourselves the Plat Dan. We've got ourselves the Plat Nate. We've got ourselves the Guy Frisky. We've got ourselves the Josh from the TPT, the Platinum Trophy, the Platinum Trophy. So we've had a PlatinumBro. We've had ourselves a Plat Dan. We have, haven't we? That's the only ones we've actually had. 2. They're the only ones we've actually had. So I'm feeling like, atta baby, it's a boy. You definitely are landing yourself in a Josh of truth. That's right. The personality I'm going to assign you is Josh. And I still haven't shared entirely what each personality is. I'm leaving it open to your own mind. Have a little bit of adventure deep inside, and I'll let you try and discover what, in fact, these personalities are, because quite frankly, I don't really know yet. A few people have had a few guesses, which I kind of think have come close to the mark in terms of what I think they might be, but as I said, we want to get a personality for we still need to get a Dan and a Guy Frisky, and then when we've got all those, I might indulge you a bit more. Now, of course, the final question for this video is, does Atta Baby It's a Boy earn himself a place on the Trophy Hunter Hall of Fame? I'm going to have to say with you, bro, I don't quite think you're there.
No. Please. Please don't say that.
I think, for me personally, there's just not enough completion, there's not enough platinum trophies, there's a lot of unfinished games, there's a lot of non-commitment in this trophy list, which is absolutely fine for a casual gamer, but this is a Trophy Hunting Hall of Fame, and for Trophy Hunters, we need to see a little bit more commitment, we need to see a little bit more of, I'm going to try and finish most of the games I play. I'm not expecting to see people finish every game, but you know, I think like a 60% or higher is kind of where a Trophy Hunter should really sit in their completion percentage overall. Now, if I was to give Atta Baby It's a Boy some feedback, I would probably say, dude, there's so many games on this list which you could go back and finish. I think you should just pay the penance and say, look, dude, you've got about 25 to 30 easy plats you haven't even finished. You haven't finished them. Come on, man. Get those boys finished. And then after that, you've got loads of games that you've started and got so close to the platinum, that maybe they're only 2-3 hours away. And I think you should say, you know what, I'm going to do the Backlog Buster. What is the Backlog Buster? Well, I've made it up right now, so you shouldn't know what it is. But I'm going to tell you, and it's pretty much this. Now, normally I say you play one game, you buy a new game, a new shiny game, and you go back and you earn a platinum trophy from your backlog. The Backlog Buster is going to have to be something more drastic to help you assist with this list. So I would say, pick yourselves 3 games that you're going to play in your backlog. Get them all done, and then you start a new game. And then if you follow that trend for the next 2 years, you'll have finished 100 games in your backlog. And this list will be like really more impressive, so much more impressive. Now, also, of course, you do you. That is ultimately the point. You know, this is a bit of fun. We're talking about some trophies. We're talking about trophies and games. Come on, guys. But, so, you know, dude, atta baby, atta boy, atta baby, it's a boy. I'm gonna leave that in, because it's been the bane of my existence in this video. You just keep on doing whatever the hell you want to do, and have a good time doing it. As long as you're having a good time, then I'm having a good time. I'd like to thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed my trophy list review. I kind of rambled on. This kind of is a longer video. We're kind of going back old school, if you will. I tried to make these shorter, and here we are. I've stole like 30 minutes of your life. I'm sorry, but I appreciate your time. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.